Hey there folks, Rel here. This is basically going to be an extremely abridged version of the Nanoweave Armor review that was recently released, and I want it to serve two purposes. The first and primary purpose is to clear up some of the mistakes that I made during the actual review. I added annotations to the original to fix up the errors, but I really hate doing that, almost as much as I hate making them in the first place. And the second purpose of this video is to give people who don't have the time to go through a 15-minute video a shorter version that briefly outlines the important bits without the elaboration. So the Nanoweave Armor certification that was introduced with Performance Update 2 has been extremely revised. Instead of adding 250 health to your health pool at max rank, it now grants 20% resistance to small arms fire and fast-firing machine gun weapons mounted to vehicles. The amount of effective health you receive from the old and new Nanoweave are effectively the same, but the way that they affect your playstyle is different. Instead of having a health pool of 500 shields and 750 health, you're getting an effective 625 shields and 625 health, as the 20% resistance affects both pools. So either way, you end up getting 1,250 effective health at the end of the day. Now, Nanoweave will not resist damage from headshots anymore, from any weapon. Nanoweave will also not stack with the Heavy Assault's resist shield, meaning that if you're running both, you're only getting the 45% reduction while the shield is active, and 20% reduction while the shield is inactive. This brings a Nano Resist Heavy's effective health pool from 2,272 with the old Nanoweave down to 1,818 with new Nanoweave. The new Nanoweave, however, does affect Nanoarmor Cloaking on your Infiltrator, but the resistances are multiplicative. The Nanoarmor ability grants 35% resistance with just the cloak itself at max rank, but every rank below that is only 25%. So with Nanoarmor and max rank Nanoweave equipped, you're looking at 48% damage reduction with max rank Nanoarmor and 40% reduction with less than max rank Nanoarmor. Infiltrator effective health pools also took a slight hit, so instead of 400 shields and 750 health, it's now 500 effective shields and 625 effective health, or 1,125 effective health total. Medic healing was indirectly buffed, as healing abilities did not grant a percentage of health over time. Instead, they heal a flat amount, so if you're healing yourself or someone else with Nanoweave equipped, each health point has a flat resistance bonus tacked onto it, meaning that you're healing effectively more health than you would have been without Nanoweave. Medkits and resto kits, however, did take a small hit because they heal a percentage of health over a specific amount of time. So medkits heal 100% of your max health instantly, and resto kits heal 85% of your max health over 6 seconds, and it also scaled with the old Nanoweave. So long story short, more health was better, so medkits and resto kits did take a hit. Knifing is now a 2-swing kill regardless of whether or not your opponent has Nanoweave, as your knife is not affected by the damage reduction from the new Nanoweave. 2 swings at 625 health a pop turns into a 2-shot kill at 1,250 health, and that was previously the case against the old Nanoweave, but if the old Nanoweave target received any healing between the swings, you wouldn't get the kill. With a new Nanoweave, that same target would have to heal at least 251 health between swings in order to survive a hit, and that just won't happen. So double swing knifing is a 2-shot kill against any infantry target that does not have a shield active. And no, I'm not counting max units as infantry. In addition to that, knife plus pistol combos are now more consistent. If you can deal at least 468.75 damage against a target with your pistol, you can always follow up with a single knife swing to finish them off. This means that Commissioner, Underboss, Rebel, and Cerberus are 2-shot plus knife combos. Desperado and Repeaters can technically pull this off as well in those 2 clicks, but they can only miss 1 round at most. The Emperor, Beamer, Manticore, and Magshot are all 3-shot plus knife combos, and the Inquisitor sits alone at a 4-shot plus knife combo. But that's basically it. Like I said, really quick. There's plenty more in the long review, of course, but again, this is an extremely abbreviated version of that with some numerical corrections. And if you do have the time though, do go back and watch the longer Nanoweave Armor review. It's worth knowing to the full degree that these changes impact the game. If this video has been interesting, helpful, or entertaining, please feel free to like, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel, and I'm actually curious as to whether or not you like this format or the other one better. I doubt that I'll ever stray from the old format because that's just the type of person that I am, but I may look at doing more of these smaller ones, these little abbreviated guides, in the future if you're interested. If you want to see more of this type of video, then just add it to your favorites. It's much easier for me to track that way. I can just track it on the dashboard, but comments are always good too, so feel free to leave one of those. And yeah, thanks very much folks. We're all signing off.